Okay, so this is going to be the next little project for the mini mill. I've done the Quill DRO, so I thought I'd get a proper 3-axis one, although for now I'm probably not going to use the Z axis, just the X and Y. Although I've got this one, so I have the option of adding that in future. And got this off eBay from eBay seller Fast to Buy 2020. So got the 3-axis display there, which comes with a mounting arm and a few bolts and bits and pieces, a clear cover, protective cover to go over, and I've got a couple of scales, one which is here, which is a 150 for the Y, and I've got a 350, that's travel, 350 travel for the X. And that little lot came delivered to about £190, quick delivery. Yeah, it seems okay. Even comes with a proper UK plug. The scales come with a sort of guard thing, shield, and a couple of fairly meaty brackets and bits of hardware, nuts and bolts, all sorts of things. And the instruction book actually was not too bad. It sort of makes sense of it. It's, yeah, a few little spelling mistakes, and but you can kind of make sense of it if you read it a couple of times. So that wasn't too bad. So that will be the next little thing to get in the shed, and we'll get that fitted. Okay, DRO time. I've seen a few videos on YouTube on best way to do this, or different ways of doing it. I'm going to start by putting the X-axis on first, because it will limit where I'm going to fit it, will limit the travel of the table. So the Y-axis, I can then get that in the best position to maximise travel. Right, so what I've got here is I think that's 350. It's 350 travel. That total length of that table is 500, and the total travel was 440, something like that. I think 460, somewhere around there. Can't remember. 460, I think it was. Which I don't really use. You know, almost small parts is mostly what I do. Now, easiest place to fit it is on the front, because you know you already got this dovetail here. The only thing it would mean is losing your stops, which no big deal, I guess. And the other thing is, I think you do have to do a little bit of, on the videos that I've seen, a little bit of jiggery pokery for your table locks. So I think what I'm going to do is fit that on the rear, which will be out of the way. Yes, I'll lose, oh, thickness that is. 25, oh no, 20, about 20 mil, 20-25 mil. Time you get the there's a cover that go on there as well, chip guard, if I'm going to use that. I think that's a little bit thicker, that is. Yeah, that's about 40. Although I'm going to have to do some adjustment to get that to work. Probably take this channel off and this channel here and fix it straight down. Yeah, so I think that is the plan, to fix it to the rear. I have just removed the drain, which I don't use flood coolant, so don't really need that. So I'm just going to have to make a little plug just to keep the swarf out of there. Little plug to go in there, because that screws in the back there. Yeah, apart from that, I think that is where it's going to go. And to make this easier, I think I'm going to have to unbolt the mill from the table so I can swing it right round, work from the back, a bit easier. I've just trimmed that down a little bit, the cover. Could have gone a little bit more, but I'll see how that goes. I can always trim a bit more off. I just cut that with an angle grinder, 1mm disc and an angle grinder, and then just skimmed to get a nice edge. Skimmed it with the mill. And so now fit this to the back, the scale, and also you need to allow a little bit on the top so that will, the top of this guard will fit flush with the bed or the table. But there is some adjustment slots here, so as long as I get it roughly in the right place, we can always move it up and down. And I've just made a drilling guide because I'm going to have to hand drill these, so I can just clamp that on there to drill my holes from various tap sizes. I think the bolts, I think these are 5mm and M5 thread on there, so I can now mark this. I think what I'll do is clamp that roughly in position, and then I've got some punches somewhere. Oh, here they are. Got some punches, so I can just mark where that's got to go. I think that's the plan. Right, I got this clamped on. These woodworking clamps. I've clamped on the actual bracket, not on the scale, and I've sort of got these as high as I can get them, because there are some fixing bolts in the end of the bed, so I need to be high enough to miss those. So I'm going to put my, in fact, that needs to ride up a little bit, that clamp there. Need to put my fixings as high as I can possibly get them, because I can always drop a little bit. I'll get that somewhere there. Height isn't critical because I can always move them in the slots. Problem is, this is, I don't really know till I take this off. There's a join there, I think the slot is right on the, very close to that joint, so hopefully I'll have enough meat left to drill and tap. Yeah, that should be okay. Right. Let's get this one out of the way. Right, drill. I'll say these were M5, don't I think? So, maybe 4.2 drill. I'll put my glasses on really. Now, tricky bit is going to be lining this up. Which might be easier if I just use a transfer punch to feel my way. So I find one that fits in there. That'll do it. So if I get that on the point, punch mark, I'll clamp that in place. A couple of clamps on there, I think. Damn stop in the way. Right, yep. Leave that over to the other side. Right, drill to a little bit cotton fluid and see what this looks like, and if that looks too close to the edge, I'll have to come up with another idea. So what depth have we got there? This is roughly the thickness of the what's going on there. Fraction more. Yeah, that's plenty. Right. Now do the other side. So I have to just move the camera out of the way. Try to get a bit closer in on this one. Right, it's got my centre punch mark there. Drilling guide. And I'm just going to feel for that punch mark. Hold that there and clamp my guide on. Hopefully without moving it. Right. That's right. Okay, drill. And I'll try and get in here without getting in the way. I don't know if I can. So that should do it. Touch more. Right, that should be enough. Yep, plenty enough there. Okay, get this out of the way. And tap them. Blow out. And get the tap in there. Right, I'm going to do a blind hole here. I'm going to put, might seem a little bit overkill. We've got 3 taps to go in, just to make sure, get the thread deep enough. Tap number 3. This one will be tapped fairly well down at the bottom. Probably could have gone straight in with the end tap, but no hurry. It's only cast. Right, I'll leave that one. I'll do the other one. Won't bother filming that, no point. Filming, videoing, not filming. Not got 8mm or anything. Just give that a bit of a chamfer. Just do it. That's those 2 tapped. You can see there's not a great deal of meat here, and you certainly wouldn't want to put a bigger bolt in. And that's the little plug I made for the drain off that was there. That's just an M10. It's fine thread bolt. I just cut down and put a slot in the end just to plug that hole. Right, so now I'll fit the scale and then see where I need to drill on here. Mark that one off. The thing I had just had to do, I've just done it off camera, just drilled out these to M5 or to 5mm hole. They were threaded M5, which as I'm going to be passing a bolt through, isn't really a lot of use. I've still got the, I think this is for transportation, this plastic bracket thing or spacer, whatever it is. I guess I can leave that in place to use that as a guide for fitness to get it all in line. As you can see, there's quite a bit of adjustment on that slot, pretty much bang in the middle there. Something I need to allow for is the height of that, so that needs to be pretty much level. That end feels okay. I think this other end is a little bit high. Yeah. Yep, that'll do that. Okay, now I've got this. Figure out where this needs to go. Somewhere in the centre. Be a good idea, I suppose. Good start. And now I've got to mark them fixing holes off, which is going to be difficult because I think the transfer punches are probably too long. Yeah, can't really get in there. So how else could we do that? What I could do, if I bring that way, mark it, do the other end, mark it, I can scribe a line across, then just measure the distance between those two, mark that up. Yes, that's what we'll have to do, I reckon. So I get this as far as I can to the edge. I suppose what I really should do is clock this to make sure that it's actually level. Yeah, do that first. Been messing around with this. I think I've got it as close as I can get it. So there just seems to be a little bit of a dip in the middle of the extrusion. But yeah, I think that's within tolerance. So the only way to do to find out is to fit it in. See, it sort of dips there a little bit at that piece. Bows a bit. I think that is only fixed at each end, so and then we're back to zero again. There, so could just be something to do with the fixtures at each end. But I think I'm going to go with that. Yeah, I had to take the table out in the end. I couldn't get in with the cordless drill from the rear to drill this, so yeah, I had to do that, but never mind. Let's plug it in. Just got some drill press to do this. Another go. Just have to block it up a bit more. A bit precarious, but we'll hang on to it. Drop it down, be a bit more stable to drill it. Alright, so I've just set the depth on that to 15 mil. I don't know what I'll go into the what's called, yeah. Don't go into dovetail, that's what I want to do. Right. Got those holes drilled, and I've just taken a little bit off the diameter of these Allen heads, so they will fit down inside those cutouts nicely. So that's that bit done. And I have to get the table back on the machine and get everything lined up. Got that attached on there. Just need to figure out how to attach the guard. We'll give it a little test, make sure everything is okay. Hopefully the sun isn't too bright on there. Right, just swung that round a bit. Hopefully the sun isn't in the way now. Right, switch it on, zeroed. Let's see. Well, looking good so far. Just go to the end of the travel. Getting somewhere near the stop now, I think. Get this stuff out of the way. Right, that's it. And I think it must be this actually the end of the travel on the bed. Right, I'll zero that there. Let's see what we've got. There was a 350 millimeter travel scale. I think there is a little bit more when I measured it. I think it was about 360 something, 365 maybe. Which, although this milling machine is advertised as having a travel of 440, you can't actually get 440 travel on it. Anyway, so this should be plenty big enough. Getting a power feed next. Good job I don't do anything like this very often, this far. Still going. Stuff in the way this end now. And you're getting 350. Oh, 350. There we are. So that's that side, well, nearly sorted out. Just got to do the guard on the back, and also find a way of reattaching the rubber shield that goes over the ways, and then can have a look at the y-axis. So I've just cut down some brackets from what came with the kit. So I'm thinking of one of these each end, so I can fix that to the table, and then fix that there. A couple of little M3s or something probably do it, all in full. Yeah, so that'll be the next bit to finish, or bit to do. One of those each end. Yes, I think that's about as far as I can get with that. I need some 35mm Allen bolts so I can do the bit that goes, the bit of rubber that goes across the ways. So until I've got those, I can't really do anything there. So I'm now going to have a look at doing the y-axis, and I think I will probably call that it for one video. I think there's already rather a lot more than I would normally put on, and try to keep videos down to about 20-25 minutes. I think there's probably more footage than that, so that will be it for this one, and I'll do another one for the y-axis.